Hello and welcome to another one of my videos. In this video I'm going to be making a little water hydraulic rig using some syringes. Now I'm actually doing this for a STEM project which I'm doing through my work. As most of you know, I'm actually a design engineer for a hydraulics company, and like I say, this is part of a STEM project where I'm working with some Year 8 pupils to basically show them all the wonders of engineering, and basically more precisely hydraulic engineering for what we're doing. But I wanted to do some water hydraulics using some medical syringes, but the thing that I found when I was looking on the net, even though these hydraulic rigs are impressive, they only show one principle in my mind of hydraulics, and that's basically the transmission of power through a fluid, because the fluid's uncompressible to a certain degree, of course, but there's no kind of other things shown, such as basically like the ratios of how you can use a little force to basically push a bigger force up by a smaller amount. So in this rig I tried to accomplish all of that and some of the things that you would actually find on a full-size hydraulic system. So I actually designed this on CAD, and if I can get the picture from work I'll put it on this video and I'll show you it now. But that is going to turn into, basically from this into what I've just showed you. So what you'll need is, you'll need 2 bits of wood like this, and this is basically the pump mounts. You'll then need 4 bigger bits of wood. I've forgotten what size these are, but basically if they're just longer than a big 60mm syringe you'll be fine. You also need a small syringe. Now this is actually going to be a pump. This is a 5mm syringe, and we also have 2 20mm syringes, and I'll get into the reason why we're using these in a second. But anyway, that's what you need, and then you'll need some simple tools. Because I'm working with kids, I'm not going to be using nails or anything, so I've got a hot glue gun here, and see how that works with wood. I would use wood glue, but the problem with wood glue is it's soluble in water, and this is a water hydraulic system, so I didn't see that going well. So, a few little tools. I've got a few measuring devices there as well, but to be honest I'll do it by eye, and I've got my Dremel drill. So anyway, the first step is making the pump, and I will warn you, this is the first time I have gone through this, so it could mess up very quickly. But anyway, so if we can just get this syringe out of its packaging, which is so much of a joy to behold. There we go. So first thing we're going to do is change this into a pump. Now for this we need these 2 little things here. Now these are both one-way valves. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to drill a hole into the side of the syringe and basically glue this in place as one-way valve, and then the other one, which has just rolled off, will be in the line to the actual hydraulic system. So for this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to drill a hole which is just smaller than the diameter of the actual one-way valve inlet, and then basically using my trusty multi-tool screwdriver I'm going to ream it out until it's right, then glue it in. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to do that, and then I'll come back once I've finished. So I've actually drilled a hole in the side using my little drill bit, and then reamed it out with my screwdriver, and I've actually took one of these fish tank aquarium one-way valves and stuck it in the side. Now you have to make sure that the valve will allow water in towards the syringe and not out, and with these valves it's normally the corny end is pointing downwards. And the way we can test this works, if we push it right down to the bottom of the stroke and block the end, we can hear it's actually keeping air, and it's compressing the air as well, as we can hear there. So that's actually a working pump, and I've just stuck some hot glue around the end here to try and seal it a bit. But basically that is my pump, and what I'm going to do now, well, when I put the actual hydraulic system together, this pump will actually sit in line and will go that way. So the pipe will come out there into the back of there, and we should have a working pump. So next stage is to build the actual mounting points for the pump. So for that, what I need is, I'll just put that over to one side over here. I need my hot glue gun, which I've got here, and these 2 wooden members right here. And I'll just move everything off the baseboard. Now this baseboard is 150 by 300 by 10mm thick, so it's just giving us a lot of room to play with basically. So hot glue isn't the best stuff for wood, but well. So all I'm going to do is just stick a nice big blob of glue on the bottom of there and fasten it on the end like that. And then what I'm going to do with this one is exactly the same, just a nice big blob of glue, like so, and stick it on the end of there. And just let them two sit there and set. Now, I actually have got another 2 bits of wood, if you just give us a second to find them. Ooh, there we go. I've got these 2 bits here, and these are going to be what actually mount the syringe on, and these go either side here. So what I'm going to do is just put some glue on them as well, and put them in place. After I've got another glue stick, because this one's running out pretty quick. There we go. So what I'm going to do is stick a nice big dollop of glue on there, nice big dollop of glue on there, and fix it to the ends. There we go. Ooh, God, that sets quick, doesn't it? Ooh, make sure it's nice and tight. I didn't think this hot glue would set off as quick, but it does. No doubt it's because it's touching a cold surface, so it's just setting off as soon as it touches it, so I have to be quick with this, it seems. There we go. It's not the tidiest, but it'll do. So that's now my syringe mount, and if I test fit the syringe in here, we should just get it in. It's actually a bit big, but well, what I might do is I might attach it here with a wacky band, but it's working for now, so that's that part done. The next part is I'm going to do some mounts for the bigger syringe, and that's this massive 60mm one here, which is going to go to the end. So this is the syringe that's going to be doing the lifting. So if I just take that out of there, so what we need to do is we need to stick these 2 bits of wood down on the table there, onto the base, and then stick the syringe in between and see where it actually sits and lies. So I'm just going to do by eye for this one. I'm pretty good at measuring stuff by eye, so that's around about where they go. Get some glue on the bottom. Ooh, there we go. And stick it to the base, like so. Got that. I'm actually impressed with that glue. It sets like rock. And then get the other one. Little dab of glue on, and what I'll do is when I'm sticking that down, I'll stick the syringe inside and just see if it fits, which it does. And there we go. And basically that's just going to hold that right there. So that's the bigger syringe, and that's basically going to be our hydraulic cylinder. So now that's all in place. Yet again, the wood is not straight. This glue sets off way quicker than I anticipated, but well. So next step, these 3 bits of wood, exactly the same size as these ones. What size are? I know they're 20 by 20, but they are, can't see through the camera, 180 long. Like I say, I actually did CAD all this system up, so I do have a CAD model, which I showed you before. And what I actually planned for these ones is to stick them to the side like that, just because the smaller size syringes that are going on. So for this one, yet again, just a little dab of glue on the side of the wood, and using the floor, I'll press it onto there, like so. So that's one. I need me 20mm syringes, where are they? There's the others. So little dab of glue on there. 20mm syringe in between. I'm just using my eyes to actually judge how much room's between them, so a bit more. Glue that in place. Syringe has got plenty of room there. My second syringe is there, my other bit of wood's there. Dab of glue on the wood. Stick onto there. That should be exactly the right fit, and it is. I'm actually impressed with my eyesight now. And there we go. So basically that's my rig done. So that's all the basics for the frame. And as we can see, I'm going to have to figure out a way of attaching this a bit better now, but I'm now going to get all the parts together to install the hydraulics, and I shall get back to you as soon as I've done that.